Okay, so getting started with your guitar. I put the new strings on it. It's doing good. First thing we need to talk about is tuning. Every single time you pick up the guitar, you're going to need to make sure it sounds the right way. So you grab your phone and you download a guitar tuner. If you just look up guitar tuners, you get a lot of different options. Stop. All right, so I've chosen Pro Guitar Tuner. All right, for this guitar, your E chord, called your E2 on this tuner, is going to be tuned to, hopefully you can see it here. So if I hit the thickest string, called the E2 string, you'll see that it's red. That's telling me that it's too low. And then up here on the top, you're trying to make it into the zeros. I'm turning the peg slowly and notice that it's moving. One way makes it go up, one way makes it go down. All right, good enough. I'm not gonna get too crazy about it. We go to the next string, the A string. A little high there. Good enough. Next one. Next string. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Again, if you forget, it tells you what the keys are. The notes are E, A, D, G, B, A, starting from the thickest string, E2. Okay, for this particular song, you're going to need a capo. A capo just changes the tuning a little bit. So this song goes on the 4th fret. Each fret has a number 1, 2, 3, 4. Capo covers all 4 of them. Make sure it's actually working right by touching each string. Sounds a little off there on that one. But as long as you hear a clear note, you're good. I may have to retune the E string. Okay, so the song goes, actually, I can't remember the song. Remember how to play it, don't know how it sounds. So, Beautiful Crazy. Whenever you're trying to learn a song, I recommend finding somebody who redoes it with just the one guitar. With all the extra noise, it's kind of difficult to hear what they're saying or what they sound like. So this is this gentleman playing it for us. All right, now that's all I need. So this is the way we actually play it. 1, 2. We're not going to do it this way. I'm going to show you a cheating way, but I just want to show you that it's the original. All right. That E is really off. So sorry, I misspoke. I said I put the capo on the 4th. It's on the 2nd. That's why it sounded so off. Sorry. 2nd string. So it's her day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with a wine. Takes forever to get ready. She's never on time for anything. All right, so we're going to cheat it up a bit, and we're going to use power chords for most of the song. What that means is this finger will push down on the thickest string. We're going to start here on the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, after the capo. Really, this is the 5th. But we're just going to call it the third because whenever you use the capo, you base it on where the capo is. So the third. Your third finger is going to push down on the fifth string. That's the next string, sixth string, fifth string. And you're going to put it on the fifth fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're counting from the capo. For your guitar, it's really nice because it has the dots. The first dot you have, there's no dot up here. First dot you have, you put your first finger on it. The second dot you have, you put your third finger on that one. All right, make sure that you hear the notes. You just want to make sure you're hearing them. It would be nice if you get this next string, the third string, the fourth string, but it's not necessary. If you can get all three of them, you're already doing pretty good. On the sheet of paper, I've written down where you hit the notes, but really it's a good song because it goes on a word. So her day starts with a cup of coffee, and the next time it's going to be ends. For ends, it's really nice and easy. First finger on the second fret after the capo, and that's the only thing you have to hit. And again, you're just concentrating on these first three strings. Don't worry, we'll get into pick holding in a second. I just want you to kind of stroke it with your thumb for now. Her day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with wine. Now, ever, forever, right when you say ever is when you hit the next one. Again, what I'm doing now is we're not playing the whole strokes. We're not going. We're going to keep it to just hitting the chord right when you say the word. So, her day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with a wine. Okay, next one. We're going to hit the fifth string on the second fret. And if you can, use this one finger to hold both the fifth string and the fourth string. It'd be really nice if you could hit both of them. It's a version of an E chord. Let's just practice the chords, and let's go ahead and get the pick involved this time. The pick will make everything louder. Okay, we're trying our E here. So again, fifth string, fourth string, this one finger holding both of them. If you don't have the strength, put the other finger on top of it to help push down. Now, that's going to take you a good 2 weeks. Just practicing the G, that's first finger. Again, the dots will help you. To D, F sharp major, but we're not going to do the bottom part right here. We'll do that later. Right now, just the one. And then the E. So here we go. 3 chords so far. Her day starts with a coffee and ends with a wine. Takes forever to get ready. Sorry, my hands are covering up. Her day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with a wine. Takes forever to get ready. We need to. Okay, his D's pretty nice. It has a really good sound to it. because these bottom notes are open. But that holding the C shape is kind of difficult. So we're going to simplify it down here. I don't know which version to do. We have a simple one here. I feel has the most color compared to the original one. Let me try it out here. Takes her day starts with a cup of coffee. And sorry, I wasn't supposed to hit a whole bunch of rhythms. Her day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with wine. Takes forever to get ready, so she's never on time for anything. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the one. You can play the great thing about the guitar is it has 6 different notes, and there's just a variety. So I can play the D here like this. I opened it up a little bit to match the song. You can play the D over here. Play the D over here. So there's a lot of different types. I think that's going to be the best for us. So let's look at it. We're now looking at the bottom strings. For the first string, the thinnest one, you're not going to touch anything, not another fret. For the second string, we're going to put our middle finger right there, buddy, on the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, relative to the capo. Really, it's the 5th fret. But again, that dot will help you. That's why the dots are there. We so often reference that. And then your first finger is going to go on the 3rd string, the 2nd fret. And again, doing this is going to take you some time. We're concentrating on the bottom strings. Technically, you can hit the 4th. Those are all good together. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Those are all sound pretty nice. The problem is going to be switching between that E here. I'm sorry, I showed you with 1 finger. You could also do it with 2 fingers, but it takes more dexterity. E, then this fun D. And then a C, which is basically like the G we did first, but we move all the fingers down 1. So now 3rd fret from the capo, 5th fret from the capo, and if you could hit these 1, 2, 3, that would be helpful. But if you just get 2, you'll get the essence. Most instruments only play 1 note. A saxophonist, the flutist, they play 1 note. The violin can only play 2 notes at a time. So if you're trying to hit all 3 notes, you're doing great. Realistically, you can get away with 1. I'm going to 1 note it. Her day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with wine. Takes forever to get ready, so she's never on time for anything. So you could 1 note it, but I think you'll be able to do 2. All right. So that was the C. G, we're up on top, touching the 6th string, the thickest one. I'm sorry, let me go back to the D. Her day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with wine. Try to find the best thing. There we go. Okay. You know what? I think that's probably the best. Day starts with a cup of coffee and ends with wine. Takes forever to get ready, so she's never on time